Rants of a Naija Chic. Today I'm reviewing episode 4 of Real Housewives of Durban. If you have not seen my reviews for episodes 1 through 3, check the description box. It's going to be linked there, so definitely check that out. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel while you're there as well, okay? Alright, let's get right into it. Episode 3 ended where Sharesha decided that she was going to leave Noko's celibacy party because Sene was there. So episode 4 opens up there, and I'm glad that Sharesha called Noko out to say, okay, this is why I'm leaving. She did not exactly tell Noko that she heard something that Sene said about Annie, who is her friend, but she was just like, I cannot be around Sene, I cannot be around her energy, and you know, she left it at that. Noko kind of took it to be a personal slight to her, which I think she should not have, but anyways, party shall continued. They went to the beach where she released doves, pigeons. I don't know why she's doing all this for 1 year of celibacy according to her, but whatever floats her boat. After they released the dove/pigeons, they went into like having a sit-down dinner where she introduced her man RD to everyone. I didn't mention her mom came for the dove release. Like, she had her own entrance after Noko, the party girl, had her own entrance. I'm like, Nonko's mom is here again in season 3, but that's story for another day. So at the sit-down dinner, she introduced her man to everyone, and her mom gets up and tries to make a speech and now has petals. And I don't understand all this drama. I think Noko and her mom like being extra, which I don't mind really. They just make me laugh a lot. Then Noko gets to asking Sene, okay, why could Sharesha have left because of you? Sene was now like, I don't know why she left. Why didn't you ask her why she left? Because I didn't even have an interaction with her. Before they even got into that whole conversation, Slee was like, I don't like where this conversation is going. So greeted Nonko's mom. I'm like, I'm going to leave because I'm not interested in this conversation. I was like, yes girl, please. Sene has already faced you. We're not about to have another bout here. Carry yourself and be going. Because Noko didn't want it to be a big thing, she kind of dropped the whole issue and didn't ask Sene again, even though Sene herself also left. And that's how we ended on that scene. Something else that happened this episode that kind of laid the base work for what happened later on in the episode was when Noko took Mbali to go visit Slee. Remember that Slee and Noko live in the same estate. So she took Mbali to kind of go visit Slee in her house. There they got talking about her man, and she talked about the fact that she's ready to introduce her kids. They're ready to introduce their kids to each other. So both Mbali and Slee were like, how long have you guys known? She said 2 months. And they were like, that's not long enough for you to introduce the kids to, you know, to each other. And Noko was like, the girls are just saying that this is what she wants to do, blah blah blah. I didn't see anything wrong in what Slee and Bali said. I mean, 2 months is too short to introduce your kids. Like, give it at least 3, 6. My own is 6 months, but whatever floats your boat, each to his own. Then we had Miss Maria inviting Sene, aka Ketra Lady, to come for a spa date, kind of like to talk about everything that she's been, you know, basically stirring up in the group. So they start their session, and Maria, with a lot of tact that I didn't even expect her to have, is trying to break it to Sene that, see, this is what you're doing. You are the problem, not these other ladies. I mean, Annie does not like you, Slee does not like you, Sharesha does not like you. But Sene was acting like, I don't know, I'm not the problem, da da da. And Maria was trying to tell her in a very nice way that, see, girl, you are the problem. I don't understand if Sene is doing it for her 15 minutes of fame or to be a friend of the show, to be called back in another season or whatever. But the fact that she sat down in front of Maria and she was acting very, very innocent, as if, granted, according to what Maria said, you may be a nice person elsewhere, but your introduction into this group, you've rubbed people off the wrong way. And she's acting like she doesn't know what she has done. How can you not know what you do? The way you met Londi, the way you met Slee, what you've said about Anne, like, come on, girl. I don't understand if she's doing that pretense for the camera or if she actually is that. She actually lacks that self-awareness. I don't know. But anyways, Maria was not able to get anywhere with her. We got to see Maria interact with her kid, which I feel was a very nice moment as well. We also got to see a little bit of Annie interacting with her husband this episode, which I also like. We rarely see her husband, I think, on the show, but I really like seeing that aspect as well. Slay also invited Sharesha to kind of meet her at one place like that where she was doing something for a client of hers, and they kind of had this spiritual conversation about their various spiritual journeys, which was interesting. I mean, I liked seeing a meet-up between the ladies where they were not necessarily going to hash out what had happened or who had said what or what. So I really like seeing that interaction as well. Then comes another main thing that happened in the episode. Annie invited all the ladies to go to drive these Land Rovers, like do a little bit of off-roading, but like in real cars. And Maria in her confessional was busy saying, oh, the girls are excited to enter these cars. I drive this car every day. I'm like, Maria, we have heard, let them enjoy what they want to enjoy. Anyways, all the ladies except Noko was there, and of course Seni. The whole thing was fun, and after everybody kind of gathered to maybe like have drinks, when they had drinks, there is where Slee told them that, oh, you guys, because Annie and Sharesha were not there at Nonko's event, so Slee now told them as she introduced her man to us. So everybody was like, okay, what are the vibes? What do you feel about it? And Slee said she is happy for her friend as long as her friend is happy. She didn't really say anything negative about Nonko's man. It's just that she did not gush like JoJo and others gushed about the man. And Annie kind of seconded what Slee said. JoJo was just sitting there eyeing Slee up and down because they had met earlier in the episode and they had agreed that they would disagree, something of that sort. They can't get their story straight as per the Slee tells the husband that she was single, or did the husband ask. So they were like, okay, we're just going to be cordial, but we can agree to disagree. So JoJo still doesn't like Slee, which I understand. After that event, JoJo meets up with Noko, who was the only person who didn't come to the off-roading thing with the Land Rovers. And Noko starts telling her how she had a dream that Slee is talking bad about her, and Noko like, yes, you're not wrong, and then goes and kind of misrepresents everything Slee says, like Slee was saying something really bad about the relationship. So that reinforced what Noko herself was saying, like she felt, or she dreamed. So JoJo and Noko now decide that they feel they have to have a conversation with Slee. In Nonko's confessional, she's like, she's going to give Slee's and her friendships one last chance to work. So they're going to have a conversation, not like they're ganging up on her. And I'm like, the minute you and JoJo decide what you want to do and you bring only Slee in, how do you want it not to look like a gang up? Of course it is a gang up. But anyways, they went ahead with it, and they got to the place first. When Slee came, they aired their grievances, and of course Slee was like, that's not what I said. Honestly, I needed a playback at that point. What she said was, I'm happy. She just was not gushing about the relationship, and I don't see anything wrong in that. She can reserve her gushing and then gush when she feels. I think why she was not gushing like that was because they had that conversation with Mbali earlier on, and she had said she's ready to introduce their children to each other. So maybe that's why she was a bit reserved. But JoJo has already gone to make Nonko feel like Slee was shitting on your man and shitting on your relationship. So that conversation was not going to end in any good way. Sharesha told them that she felt she was being ganged up on, which I believe she was being ganged up on, and that she's not going to sit here and defend herself for something that she did not say. I mean, if Nonko wanted to hear what was really said at that event, Sharesha was there, Mbali was there, Annie was there. Why do you call only Slee and JoJo, the person who reported back to you? If you really want to hear what everybody thought, you should have asked other people, not just one person. So Slee got up and left because she was like, I'm not going to defend myself over something I did not say, and got up and left. And that's where episode 4 ended. I honestly am not liking JoJo so far in this season. I mean, I feel like she's becoming the instigator so much. Yes, she's talking too much, first of all, and then you're misrepresenting things that Slee is saying because you do not like her. I'm not saying that Slee's hands are clean, but JoJo's part in the matter is escalating everything, to be very honest. But I still love my Ladies of Durban, and I'm still going to follow them up till the season ends. So yeah, that's it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this review. Do check out my other reviews of Real Housewives of Durban that will be linked in the description box. Make sure that you're subscribed to this channel and tell your friends to subscribe as well. And check me out on Facebook at Rants of Naija Chic. I am on Instagram with the same name. And I'll see you next time with another review of Real Housewives of Durban. But there'll be other things to watch while you wait for that, okay? All right, bye.